I am Susan Parker. I'm the Vice President of Supply Chain for Kenmark Eyewear in Louisville, Kentucky. Kenmark Eyewear produces eyewear and sunwear, which is primarily sold at eye care providers and retailers worldwide. Kenmark was looking to open markets in the EU and the UK, and that process was very complex and intricate. Understanding exactly how to manage the process was overwhelming and quite tedious. We attended several webinars and seminars, but we still didn't feel appropriately equipped to handle this initiative. We explored several options and landed on MedEnvoy as the best choice for us and our company and our processes. MedEnvoy is our authorized representative in the EU, and very soon they will provide that same service in the UK. And they have helped us with all of the documentation and the criteria needed to be compliant in that market. For anyone who is looking to enter the European markets or the English markets, you need to really prepare a timeline, and you need to give enough time to be able to research, learn, understand each and every aspect of the process. Be sure to plan wisely. Allow a lot of time. It is not a simple flip of a switch. You need to make sure that you're willing to invest in all of the document resources, the record keeping requirements, and you need to be able to build an extremely strong database that you can maintain year over year. Make sure that your supply chain is aware of the partnership, and make sure that everyone that you interact with that has a hand in, providing some of the necessary documentation or maintaining those documents is on board as well. It's about our entire supply chain and making sure that they are engaged, willing, and capable. Each company is different, and they may decide to open up markets in the mid-journey, well into the development of product or the product life cycle. Make sure that you are very well aware, if you want to enter in a European market from a US-based company, that you have all of the documentation knowledge that you need. If you're already producing product and you need to develop new processes, you just make sure that everyone within your organization is aware of the necessary documentation and processes that have to be followed, and that they are engaged and ready wherever you start. Kenmark had already undergone several different certification processes and audit processes, and we realized that engaging in a third-party partner to make sure that we had all of the documentation correctly prepared, that we understood the language, was incredibly important, because we knew that there could be some translation issues where we understood it in our realm much differently than it was being presented in the European Union. It opened our eyes to be more aware of language in a process. It made us much more diligent in our document record keeping process. And it also reinforced some of the things that we've been doing for a really long time, which was very rewarding for the staff members that were engaged in the entire MedEnvoy journey. One of the things that I would like to share with anyone who could be a potential client for MedEnvoy: utilize the resources provided. Reach out, make it a partnership. You're a team with MedEnvoy. You're not an island, you're not alone. Make sure that you ask a lot of questions. Everyone that I have worked with has been so knowledgeable and very accessible. Just tap into those resources and make sure that you don't go away from the table feeling like you weren't served well. It is a partnership. The more transparent you are, the more willing you are to learn and grow, and God, the better off you're going to be.